Hi, everybody. I hope that this message finds you well. I wanted to record just a quick intro to give you a little bit of context about the energy work that you're about to experience. This was energy work that came through on the final August call for the Soul Expansion series for August, which was entitled The Liberation Timeline. Energy work is always a part of these calls, and I never really know what the energy work is going to focus on because it's really always based on the people that are showing up for the call to participate, and then also what's happening collectively. It was no surprise that the energy work came through was really focusing on helping us integrate the frequencies that came through for the solar eclipse. And I, over the past couple of days, have been getting the nudge very clearly that, to share this with everybody would be really beneficial for the collective. The energies that are coming through, now from the solar eclipse portal that opened, and I really think continuing on towards the equinox at the end of September, are some of the most powerful, potent energies that we have ever really experienced while in human form, both individually and collectively. The energies that have been coming through, streaming into the planet over the past couple of years, but especially over this past year, are always coming in to assist us, right? This is always a benevolent, compassionate, loving thing to move us to a higher level of awareness and a higher level of expression. But oftentimes, in order, for us to integrate these kinds of energies and move them through our physical body and our energy fields, can feel like a very monumental feat, to say the least. Oftentimes we feel disoriented, we feel discombobulated, we're not really sure which end is up. We may be having really powerful physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, mental experiences. So really this energy work is coming through to support us in integrating and anchoring these energies. Because these energies are so pure and so crystalline in their frequency, there are different levels of ourselves that may have a very difficult time integrating them, or might find them to be kind of overwhelming. So this energy work really is focused on just helping us move into this level of awareness, helping us integrate these frequencies and merge with them and integrate them in the most graceful an easy way possible. There always, I feel, is a bit of a learning curve, so to speak, when we are moving into energies that are as potent as these are. And so it's not uncommon for us to go through periods of just feeling sort of unattached or sort of lost, or, in a bit of a fog when we're moving through energies such as these. I think it's kind of a little bit sort of par for the course, so to speak. But that doesn't mean that there aren't ways that we can really help integrate and make the process a little bit smoother and a little bit easier and a little bit more graceful. So that's what this energy work is. The intention behind sharing this energy work is to help us all find a little bit of an easier path with just allowing these energies to come in and do what they came here to do, and to allow all levels of ourselves, our mental, emotional, energetic, physical, and spiritual levels of self, really move through these a little bit more gracefully and with a little bit less of a bumpy road. So the energy work is something that we do every single call during the soul expansion calls, and then it is also something that we've been doing for the portal activation series, the Lionsgate portal activation and the solar eclipse portal activation. I'm also going to be doing a version of this live in September. I'm at the House of Intuition on the 22nd of September, and this is also very similar to the energy work that I do in my private sessions, which I have recently reopened my booking calendar to take on individual sessions again. So enjoy this energy work. Just allow yourself to receive the frequencies that are coming through, and I hope that this helps. Take care. Bye.
So for the energy work, for those of you that are new to it, it is a combination of intuitive guidance and insight, and then just toning and sounds that I make. So the sounds, the notes that I hold, are the vehicles for the frequency. What you'll hear is me holding notes. I'll be giving instruction like, okay, focus here, or imagine this, or picture this, or, focus on the heart, or focus on the head, or whatever. I'll just be giving you guidance as we go. And all you have to do is hear the sound of my voice. It doesn't matter if you can see me, as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. There may be some distortion. Again, I'm trying this new microphone thing. I'm just doing it with my laptop without the microphone, so maybe that'll help. But The distortion is part of it because sometimes these energies and these tones are so big and so powerful that the microphone can't really handle the intensity of it. So sometimes you hear a little distortion. Sometimes the sound just blinks out altogether and it just goes into white noise. Just trust that even if you can't hear the entirety of the note, the energy is still coming through. You're getting what you need. You're not missing out on it. If the distortion is too intense, you can turn down the volume. So go ahead and just get comfortable. Just let yourself find a position where you can just relax and be present for the next hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And just trust that whatever you're ready to receive or release is what will occur today. So just find your position. Make sure your phone is off or on vibrate so you won't be disturbed. And I like to start with some focused breathing just to bring our energies and our intentions together. And when I'm doing the focused breathing, I like to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And so when you're inhaling, just imagine that you're inhaling all the way down to the tips of your toes, as deep of a breath as you can get. And then when you're exhaling, just imagine that you're pushing all that air all the way from the bottoms of your feet all the way up. And even when you've exhaled fully, use your diaphragm to push it a little bit more out. So on the inhale, you're pulling in the oxygenated, energized air. And on the exhale, you're releasing that depleted, stagnant breath. And just allowing yourself to really fill your body with that oxygenated, energized air. So we're going to start with the deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Fully letting go. Just letting yourself be present. Letting yourself flow into the moment. Just letting any mental chatter go quiet. Letting your internal landscape go still. And we're going to do another deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully out of your mouth. Just settling into your body. Allowing yourself to be fully present to receive the energies today. And this is a collective energy field that we bring in together. So everyone who's here live on the call and all of those who are listening to the recording, all of our energies have shown up collectively today. So I'm not doing the healing so much as I am just creating a space to let the energies in. Just allowing yourself to be present to receive what you have shown up for today. Trusting that whatever occurs today is exactly what you needed. I'm going to do another breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully out of the mouth. Settling into your body. Making any adjustments to your position or your posture so you can be comfortable, relaxed, and fully present. And if at any time during the call the energies feel too intense, or if they feel overwhelming, just use your breath to bring you back to the moment. And imagine that you have a big volume knob in front of you and that you can turn it down from 10 to 9 to 8 to 7, just lowering the volume or the intensity on the energies. Doesn't mean that you're getting less of an experience. It's just like if you turn the volume down on the radio, you can still hear the song, but it's just not quite as loud. Just remembering that you are the one in the driver's seat of your experience. And so if you want it to be a little less intense, you can just turn that knob down. If you find your mind wandering, just let the thoughts go and come back to the moment using your breath. So just feeling your body find its natural rhythm, letting your breath find its natural rhythm. Feel these energies coming in and start to move in. And immediately comes into the torso. It's like this beautiful green, emerald green healing energy that comes in and it spreads like a warmth through the body. It's like when you drink really hot beverage on a cold day, or even if you take a shot of whiskey or tequila and you feel that warmth spreading through the body. When you slip into a nice hot bath and you suddenly feel that warmth slowly start to move throughout your entire body. And this is an energy of comfort. And I'm hearing that this energy is here to help with the integration. So this is really to help our physical bodies more easily move through these integrations of the intense energies that came in through the eclipse. So just feel yourself slowly being infused by this emerald green energy. For this first series of notes, just imagine that you can see this beautiful, warm, green healing light just spreading through your body. And if there are any specific areas that have been in pain or have been uncomfortable, just ask the energy to focus there. And let your awareness just be present as you observe this beautiful green light moving through your vessel. So just feel and visualize this vibrant green energy moving through you at all levels, unraveling, releasing, and shifting any physical resistance, any residual difficulties that the body may be having to the integration of these energies. If it's unlocking cellular memory or emotional memory, it's creating emotional shifts or experiences, just let it be there. These energies come in to soothe us and to really shift our entire energy field to those higher frequencies. And really align our entire physicality with the frequency of the heart, that unconditional love vibration that moves through all things. So these energies act like a big filter and they just come through, sweeping through our field, taking with them anything we no longer require. Now I see this energy start to move to the upper chest, the shoulders, the neck, and the base of the spine. There's a lot of people having tightness here or pain here. This is where a lot of old burdens, ideas of burdens, or programs or memories of burdens are carried. A lot of pain also manifests here oftentimes as the mind has difficulty letting go of the need to control. The tension that is created by the mind is having this death grip on trying to run the show. And it's not doing it for any other reason than it just believes that this is the way that it can help. This is the way that it can protect us or benefit us. So for this next series of notes, just hold great compassion for your mental self. Just let that part of you know that it's okay. It's time to let go. The old ways of controlling, contriving, manipulating, of defending, of always needing to be in fear, of needing to justify or approve, the requirement for mental understanding. Just let it go. So just have great compassion for yourself. This next series of notes, just hold that version of yourself in love as we feel these energies moving through this upper part of the body, the shoulders and the neck. And if you find yourself going into resistance, just say, I allow, I allow, I allow, and let it go. So just let that part of you be at rest. The part that feels like it always needs to be controlling or directing or doing or keeping score. And knowing that without that part, what is left is the truth. That you are the flow that you seek. That you can never separate yourself from that. You can only try to swim against it. So just let go. Now I see this energy shifting to this deep sapphire blue. It's very rich, powerful indigo blue. And this is the frequency of knowing. This is the frequency that emerges and shows itself when we have faith, when we have trust, when we allow ourselves to be shown how perfect things are. And this energy, very interesting, it comes in through the heart, then it immediately moves up into the head. And this is another layer of expanding beyond what the mind believes is possible. This is splitting apart those previous mental limitations. This energy comes in and says, it's okay. You don't have to have the why or the when or the how or the who. Just rest in this frequency of knowing. Just be present with it. Feel it moving through the crown and the third eye. So for this next series of notes, just imagine like this halo, this buzzing and spinning of this beautiful sapphire blue energy. This is assisting the physical body in letting go of the cellular memories, the neural pathways, the old patterns of our mental conditioning. It's like a shackle was just unlocked. You can hear that click as it's released and falls away. Just allow yourself to be present with that energy for this next series of notes. Just feel the expansion of your energy field. Feel the resistance and the limitation of the mind softening, dropping away. Now this energy turns to this beautiful turquoise blue. And this is that frequency of the highest expression. This is the energy we worked with a little bit last week and also on the solar eclipse portal activation. And this comes in to support us. It's when I see this energy, it's like this image of someone floating on their back, carried by this beautiful water, literally floating down the stream. It's floating effortlessly, completely buoyant, held by this energy. This energy just begins to direct us towards our highest expression. We just allow ourselves to receive that frequency. It supports us, and we really just begin to merge with that energy of the flow, this energy that's carrying us, and we see ourselves merging with that flow. So for this next series of notes, just feel yourself being supported. Feel yourself floating in this beautiful turquoise blue energy. You can see yourself merging with it. There's no separation between you and this energy.
So as you're merging with this turquoise blue, this frequency, this field of energy that resonates with your highest expression, your highest purpose, and just feel that energy being woven into your field. I can see it. It's like these strands of this energy, like these turquoise blue strands of light that are weaving themselves, almost like filaments of a spider silk, weaving themselves through the physical body, especially around the heart and the throat area. This really begins to align us with the choices that we make, the truths that we speak, the beliefs that we hold, the patterns that we repeat. This really begins to shift our perspective and our perception of who we are as we align and merge with this field of our highest expression. We allow ourselves to be lightened, to be shifted. So we carry that resonance now within our field. So we begin to attract the circumstances, the components, the people, the resources, the opportunities that will support us in moving towards the manifestation of this higher expression. Sometimes that will be through our deliberate choice and us taking action. Sometimes that will be through allowing ourselves to be guided and carried. It becomes that co-creative dance. That it is the overriding of the doubt and the insecurity and the uncertainty. We just allow ourselves to be present and know that in that moment, which is the only moment, we will always have the information that we need. We can just trust that. So as we move towards the equinox in September, each day brings us closer to that clarity, to that understanding, to the emergence of that expression in our experience. And all we have to do is be present and just allow it. So for this next series of notes, just see those turquoise blue filaments of light just being woven through your body. And just feel the frequency of that higher expression weaving itself into you. Just feel yourself receiving that frequency, knowing you don't have to do anything, you don't have to be anything, you don't have to change anything, just be present and allow. Just feel that frequency moving through you. And it's kind of like a software update. It knows what to do. And when it needs something from you, it will let you know. Just rest in that feeling of merging with that frequency. Just feeling the energy starting to recede, starting to settle in. And just trust that over the next few days, things will continue to integrate, but they should become a little easier now that we've been held by these frequencies today. So just use your breath to come back to your body. Feel yourself returning to your body, becoming aware of the room, wherever you are. Just take some deep breaths to ground yourself back into the moment.
Give a stretch and wiggle your toes. And come back. So I will send out the MP3 of this later today. Keep your eyes open for the September dates, which will be posted this week, later this coming week. Got all my September content coming. And if you haven't done the Solar Eclipse Portal activation, again, that video is on my YouTube. I'll put that link in the description of the email as well, so you can do that if you want to do that energy work. Yeah, and just, you know, as always, let yourself be guided by the body. Stay in your body this week, and if you need, you know, whatever you need in response to these energies, just do your best to honor that. So thank you as always. It's always so wonderful to be with you guys on Sunday. Always look forward to it, and take care of yourselves. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Sunday, hopefully. All right, you guys. Love you. Take care. Bye.